we go. My name is Randy Bigley. Joining me on the podcast right now from FC Bank, Jenny Saunders. Hello, Jenny.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm just wonderful. It's a beautiful fall day, and the leaves are starting to change color. And
do you like fall time? Are you a fall person?
I love fall. I really love summer.
Yeah, me too.
But it's okay to go into fall, although I tend to lament the sun going away and the leaves turning colors, because I know what happens next, which is winter.
Yes, and I am not a fan of winter.
I am not either, but I like that. I do love fall, and that you get to go into the holidays.
Sure,
and
right.
then, honestly, on January 1st, it should turn 75 degrees and sunny again.
I would love that.
We should go on about our business. So
I'm right there with you, Jenny. I would love to be 75 on January 1st.
All right, well, we already have a lot in common.
Right, there you go. So let's talk about FC Bank a little bit. You know, you guys are our local bank, right?
We are. Yeah. So FC Bank has been in Bucyrus for just a really long time. Used to be Farmers Citizen.
Sure.
And we just went through, I guess, a year ago now, it's hard to believe, a remodel of our office here. And
it's very nice, by the way.
I'm just so pleased with how it turned out. The inside is absolutely beautiful, but what I really love is the outside with the awnings and the lighting. And if our listeners don't know, we can actually change the colors of those lights for different things.
I didn't know that.
So I think we really wanted to be able to show the downtown area that we were here to stay, that we wanted to enhance our building and really just make Bucyrus look beautiful. And so, so I just couldn't be more pleased. It was a long time coming. That remodel took forever. We started it in the midst of the pandemic, which of course nobody knew was coming. And that is our, Bucyrus was our second location that was impacted by the pandemic, because we were actually opening a brand new office in Grandview, Ohio, which was supposed to open in April of 2020 and kept getting pushed back. We ended up opening it in August, but our challenge there was furniture. We couldn't get furniture in, and so, these are interesting times, and
they are,
the pandemic still lingers on, it seems like. It's never going to end.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's just interesting times. But anyway, we love our building. We hope Bucyrus really likes it, and we love being part of this community.
Of course, you've been a fixture downtown for quite a long time, haven't you?
Quite a long time. I know when we were getting ready for the bicentennial, there was a lot of conversation about what that building, or what had been on that corner even before we were there. And so it's really interesting when you think about that. And, we're really trying to, we occupy the first floor of that building. We have some corporate folks in there as well now, so really working hard to bring jobs back to Bucyrus. And then, we've got some tenants now on the second floor, trying to bring that alive. And then we're trying to decide what to do with the basement that would just help continue to bring activity to the corner, and if there's a way to continue to add jobs to the community, we're always looking for opportunities.
Well, that's great. You guys are looking to add jobs out there.
Well, although it's a tight labor market, as you know, but always good for the community when you can find opportunities like that. And so we continue to. We have our enhanced teller machine call center is in the building. So if you've used our drive-through anytime over the last year, the machines are a little bit different now. You can use them as a traditional ATM and just take money out or make deposits, but you can also hit a button and actually talk to a real live person whose face will pop up on the screen.
Okay.
And more likely than not, that person is literally sitting in the corner of our building, and they, the folks that work in that corner of the building, actually talk to people in all of our divisions across multiple states.
That happens.
Oh my gosh!
I do it myself.
I've
done it myself.
That is not what you want on a podcast. We'll be deleting that.
Quite all right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What was bad is when my phone goes off, and I'm the host.
I'm
sure
I
should know better, but
sure the look on my face was like, "Oops."
Yeah.
I'm glad we're not on live radio right now.
It happens. It happens when you're a busy person like you, right?
Oh wow! I just goodness, we are slaves to our phones now, right? It's kind of nuts. I was just talking to somebody yesterday. I was on a panel, and we were talking. I've been in banking for a really long time, and we were talking about how excited I was when I first got a pager. Right?
Oh yeah, right.
And that was like you had arrived, right? Like I've got a pager, and then you started then the pager started going off at all the time, and you're like, what did I do? And then. I graduated to one of those bag phones.
Oh,
do you remember the first cell phones? They were like the size of a shoebox.
I do.
And now, we have these tiny little micro computers, that we take everywhere with us.
Which you can bank on.
Well, that's right. You can bank on those. And we have really nice segue there. It's really good.
I'm a professional.
I can tell. The great thing about FC Bank is we are continuing to be cutting edge for technology. We don't want to become the Blockbusters or the Borders of the world, right? Where they did not adjust. And, that's a challenge for community banks because new technology is not inexpensive. And but we have a mobile app that you can use that's pretty slick. You can use Zelle to do pay-to-pay for folks that don't bank with us. Our online banking provides a really nice experience on that platform as well. And I've already talked about our enhanced teller machines that allow you could literally have a conversation as if you were talking to someone inside the branch. And the cool thing about those machines is if you don't have your debit card or you don't know your account number, you can literally hold up your driver's license, they can scan it.
Nice.
And figure out where it needs to go from there. So you don't need deposit tickets anymore. You can just put money in the machine. So all really super cool things. If you go into the branch, we're calling them smart centers, smart financial centers. It's more about a conversation, not so much about a transaction. Now, if folks want to come in and just do their typical banking, they absolutely can do that. But if somebody really wants to, sit down and have a conversation, there's separate sort of conversation areas. So, everything's wireless now. So there's no longer this need to be at a teller line, right? And you can literally sit down on a couch with someone who has a tablet, make your deposit. They can run over, grab your receipt, and bring it right back to you without you ever having to leave the couch or stop drinking your coffee. And then there's these wonderful huddle rooms. So for people that want more privacy, we have the ability to do that too. So it's really banking on your terms. Round tables, not desk, because desk can be kind of intimidating. It really is about keeping the customer in the center of everything we do. Now, there's one really cool feature of the branch that I'm not sure people are aware of that have used very much, but we have what we call convenience boxes that are located in the vestibule. And the purpose of those is for a business, you could call in your coin order. They would give you a number, and you could literally just go as far as the vestibule, punch in the code on the box number that they assigned you, and your coin order would be right there for you to grab.
That's great.
It's the same with loan documents or anything like that. So if you don't want to go all the way into the branch, or if you want to come in after hours, when the lobby's not open, you have the ability to do that with those boxes. So that's a really cool feature. Just again, trying to find ways to make it convenient for folks. Now, we want people coming into the branch because we want to have conversations and see you and talk to you and say hi and share a cup of coffee. But sometimes customers don't have time for that, right? And want to be able to just get in and out. So again, just making sure that we're delivering banking on the customer's terms and how they want to bank. It's really important to us.
And it didn't used to be that way.
It didn't used to be that way at all, right? It was the total opposite, right?
Yeah,
you know?
It was,
Well, it's interesting. You may or may not know, but in 2018 we rebranded. We went away from the green and white, and the Bridges logo that was over the FC, and we went to the red and gray, and then we have the cardinal now and our cardinal rules. And when we were talking to the marketing firm that was helping us with the rebrand, one of the things that they said was, based on all our research, we've discovered that people really don't care or want a relationship with their bank. They just want in and out, convenience, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, so I respectfully disagree with you. I said, people absolutely want a relationship with their bank. The difference is they don't think they can get it.
Right.
And so, you know, we've really continued to try to make sure that we're forming relationships, that the communities that we're in know that we really value their business, and that we want to become part of the community, right? It's important to us that our mission and values align to the communities that we serve. We want to make sure that every community we operate in is better than it was when we first got there, or more successful, I guess is a better word. We want to encourage other businesses to do the same thing, right? I mean, it is a collective effort, right? We're all in this community. I look at downtown Bucyrus. I'm from a very small town, well, it is small, St. Mary's, Ohio. I don't know if you've heard it or not.
Yes, I have.
It's a lake there that you can actually swim in again because we've got the algae under control. Prior to that, you know, small dogs were at risk, so they fell off the boat. But my parents, so that's where I grew up. My parents, I always talk about St. Mary's sort of as Little House on the Prairie. Either your parents were merchants or they were farmers. My parents were merchants. My grandfather owned a men's clothing store there. But what happened to St. Mary's, so I graduated in 82. So if you do the math, you can kind of, you now know how old I am.
You're not much older than me.
Time marches on, they say, right?
Right.
But, you know, everything sort of moved out to the highway. And what was a vibrant downtown when I went to school there and lived there is just a shell of itself. Now they're trying to bring it back, but buildings that I have such fond memories of are no longer there. You know, our high school was torn down and moved out to the freeway. And
I just lost my high school. They tore it down.
Isn't that, you know, it's really amazing the attachment you have to a building. And I remember, you know, I live in Worthington, Ohio. I remember when there was all this talk about moving COSI from its previous location to Central High School. I remember that too, And I remember thinking to myself, because there was such an uproar from all the alumni, right, from Central High School, that said, don't tear down our building, we still want it to be there. And I was like, what is the big fuss? And now that my high school is down, I'm like, wow, I really get it. Because I lost a piece of myself, right? Like there's no, you can't go back. You can't, it's a strange feeling that I did not understand until it happened to me. And, you know, so we have a treasure here in Bucyrus with our downtown. And, you know, we have to do everything we can to protect it, maintain it, get people to come down, encourage businesses to operate here. You know, we've got the murals and the park and the square, and I just don't ever want to see that go away, because I've witnessed, what happened.
Oh yeah, right.
And so, that's part of why we worked so hard on the building was, we're kind of an anchor over there on that part of the square, and we wanted to be an example to others, as far as what could we do, right, to help the downtown stay vibrant.
Awesome. Well, Jenny, you have a website for FC Bank?
We do. It's fcbank.bank. So remember the bank. So you can go there and see everything that's going on social media, all of our different solutions, and if you want to come work for us, there's an opportunity to do that there as well. So it's a really great website that can give you everything you wanted to know about FC Bank, but we're afraid to ask.
Awesome, Jenny. It's been great talking to you. It's fun listening to finding out all about FC Bank.
Well, it's been a great conversation as well. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too.